Hi everyone, Jessica here with the Graves Group at Keller Williams Portfolio. And I'm here with the one and only Dianne Steffey. She is a trusted partner in my business. I refer to her a lot of business. She is one of the best loan officers in the city, and I'm not just saying that. She has awards to claim that title. It's an honor to be here in I have to brag. Her beautiful, renovated, amazing kitchen. It's just an amazing kitchen.
Thank you.
I just have to say that it's just absolutely lovely. Thank you for having me in your home.
You're very welcome.
And tell me a little bit more about yourself, and let's talk about the current market.
Well, I've had the pleasure of being in this business 29 years, going on 30. I've helped over 3,000 families become homeowners, and doing so with as little as zero down. And I'm able to do that by structuring their loans, providing solutions by structuring the loan so that I can get it done. I will tell you that I work fearlessly in getting a loan done. Even when there's a problem with it, I'll find a solution to the problem.
Oh, absolutely. You've had some of my toughest cases, but we've overcome them.
We've overcome them.
Worked hard to get them done.
Absolutely.
And you were saying that you've had some people move in with $0 down. You've had some of my clients get money back.
I've been
rare. That's not
well,
often.
I will tell you,
you can do it.
I'm very well known for that. And what we do is we have a fabulous product within our company. And I work with New American Funding as their branch manager, and also producing branch manager there. But we have a unique product that's FHA driven. That it's not regulated by income or a geographical area or having to be a first-time home buyer. So you can be a 2 or 3 home time buyer and be able to get this 100% financing FHA loan. So they're able to get into the home with relatively no money down, and then get money back at closing. But my VA buyers, which are to our veterans or our member service oriented or surviving spouses, they're able to get money back at closing as well. So yeah, we do it all.
And that takes a little bit of work. We need to, possibly negotiate closing costs
which you're amazing at. Jessica's amazing at doing that. We're a really good partnership in that I provide the program, and she'll always ask me how much, and then she'll always, pad it up a bit, which is great. I love how she works, and then we're able to get it to where we need to, so that the buyers can get their money back at closing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's so let's talk about the market. Yeah. I always say it's a great time to buy. So when I was looking at what historically what's been going on, so that the numbers for August of 2025 came out. And I noticed two things. Two things jumped out at me. One, from August of 2024 to this past August, sales have gone down, right?
They have.
However, the average price point was up. So our average price point in the San Antonio area was about $368.
Correct.
And it jumped up to about $389. So what does that tell me? That tells me that if you want to buy a home, buy it now. The best time, what do they say? The best time to buy real estate was yesterday?
Yeah. What's important is that buyers need to understand that they need to secure the price now. Mm-hmm. Because once rates do come down, and they will come down, there's going to be a greater demand of buyers. Right. And if there's a greater demand of buyers, that means that there's going to be multiple offer situation. And you know what 2020 was like, and 21, it was horrible. Mm-hmm. And I'd hate to get in that position. So right now is the greatest time to buy, because you can secure the price now versus fighting over it with someone else in the future.
Right.
And not only that, but if you think about it, the sellers are going to not have to negotiate as much, right?
Yeah.
And if they're going to be able to sell it at the price that they want to, that's going to increase the purchase price. Like you pointed out, the price went up to $389.
Mm-hmm.
So even if the rates go down, but they're paying higher purchase price, that makes absolutely no sense.
Right.
So that's what I like to show a buyer, is potentially a buyer, when they're looking at the rate. Well, tell me what your purchase price is now, mm-hmm. and then if we increase it up to the 389 from the 367 to the 389, mm-hmm. we can see if we compare it to the 6.25, 6.5 rate to maybe 5.5, then you can see if there's a big difference in monthly payment. And there isn't.
I was going to say, and sometimes there is no difference at all. And then in some cases where I'm seeing, for example, in Bernie, I'm seeing 10% increase in value year over year.
And that's right.
And so it is neighborhood specific or area specific. So, that's why it's so important to talk to your lender, talk to a licensed real estate agent like myself and Dianne, because we will tell you what the market is doing. And sometimes waiting, or what I've seen, waiting is actually costing people more.
And that's what you call the opportunity cost. You're wasting your money and you're wasting your leverage, because if you have the down payment but you don't have the closing costs, the seller doesn't have to give closing costs or closing concessions when there's somebody else in line to buy the home who doesn't need it. Right?
Yeah.
That's really the main point that I try to drive my prospective buyers.
Right. And there's always that too, where if a buyer is very focused in and hung on the rate, you can always refinance later.
That's an excellent point, because if they secure the price now and the home appreciates, they may be able to refinance and get rid of the PMI, which is private mortgage insurance, or the MIP, which is for the FHA, the mortgage insurance premium. They may be able to switch it to a different program and thereby saving a whole lot more.
Yeah, that's great.
I personally think that it's important that they understand that buying a home is the first step to accumulating wealth. That's the biggest point that I try to drive through to my buyers, or bars. I don't really hone in on the rate as I do about the value of buying now.
Well, thank you, Dianne, for meeting with me and having our little chat. And hopefully we'll have some more of these.
Let's
soon.
do. This is always so fun.
And as you can see, there's so much that goes buying a home. Educate yourself, talk to a professional like Dianne, and let's get you a home.
I would love to be able to have you come and join one of my first-time home buyer programs, if that's something that you'd like to do. I do point out the 5 mistakes that a buyer should avoid and can avoid, and I'd love to be able to help you educate you on that, and to help you through the process. So give me a call.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being on my team and one of my trusted lenders. And so I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, give us a call. Thank you. Bye.